We love Supergirl, and you should too. Today we're going to be discussing Maxwell Lord because he is in the show, but what we're going to be discussing is his comic book history, since the version in the show looks almost entirely different. Now, Maxwell Lord was a very influential and powerful businessman. He was around for the formation of the Justice League International, and this came about when Maxwell ended up under the control of an evil computer. The computer wanted Maxwell to set up a worldwide peacekeeping organization, and this was all a part of its plan to dominate the world. Max showed his ruthlessness when he set up a disturbed terrorist as a villain for the League to defeat, and this ended up with the man's death. Max then rebelled against the computer, and it was thought that he destroyed it. And once he broke free of the computer's influence, he wasn't really considered a villain, he was more of an amoral businessman. That is the version that we are introduced to in the show. You know, minus the whole mind controlling computer part. During the Invasion story arc, Lord was granted superpowers. He gained the power of mind control. Maxwell Lord ended up being shot and then placed into a coma, and during this coma, Dreamslayer took over his body and supercharged his power, allowing him to control thousands of minds at the same time. She then ended up using Max's supercharged power to cause the JLI to lose its charter and almost forced them to disband. Silver Sorceress managed to contain Dreamslayer, which eventually freed Max from its control, but it did cause him to lose his powers. He was then diagnosed with a brain tumor, and we all thought that he died. However, the evil computer from the start of our story reappeared and was just waiting for a chance to reactivate his control over Max. He comes back as a cyborg, testing the JLI for unknown reasons, and over time, his cyborg body ended up resembling his original human form, and it formed the Super Buddies with Elron, Captain Atom, Blue Beetle, Booster Gold, and Fire. Now, the Super Buddies were not the best team around, to say the least. They were constantly arguing with one another, and they never seemed to get along. Fire even ran a website where she would sell sensual pictures of herself. Despite all of this, they did manage to defeat the E Street Bloodsuckers. Though the Super Buddies run was a comedic run, it did foreshadow some events that were coming up soon. Max loses his faith in metahumans when his mother is killed in Mongol's invasion, which then led to his Infinite Crisis moment, where it's revealed that he's actually Checkmate's latest Black King, and he's been collecting data on the Justice League members' weaknesses so that he could annihilate them. Ted Kord, the second Blue Beetle, discovered Max's secret headquarters, and before he had a chance to tell anyone, Max shoots and kills Blue Beetle, leaving his secret intact, and giving us one of the most gruesome moments in comic books at the time. Alexander Luthor Jr. then gives Maxwell Lord control over Batman's Brother Eye, a satellite system that Batman created in order to monitor all superhuman contact. Max then uses Brother Eye to create an army of cyborgs that were programmed to hunt down superhumans and kill them. He also gained back his mind control powers in this storyline, as well as becoming human again. And using his mind control powers on Superman, he has Superman brutally beat Batman by making him think that Batman is actually Brainiac. Max then sends Superman after Wonder Woman, making him think that she is actually Doomsday and she's trying to kill Lois Lane. Max then uses the situation that he created to justify his thoughts that superhumans are too dangerous, pointing out that Superman and Wonder Woman could have caused much more damage if their fight was in a crowded area. Wonder Woman realized that she wouldn't be able to snap Superman out of this mind control situation unless she went after Maxwell Lord, so she does that and she ends up killing Max, but it was all a part of his plan because he had it broadcast all over the world, ruining her reputation. He then appears again in the 1 year later event in an alternate timeline where Ted Kord wasn't killed. This time, his cyborg humans and mind-controlled Superman turned the entire planet into a police state. Now, we did cover this story on our Comicstorian channel, so if you click now, you can find that link. Now, Maxwell Lord is brought back during the Brightest Day event. He is one of the individuals that the White Lantern decided to raise for a better purpose. That purpose does turn out to be killing Jamie, the third Blue Beetle, in the same manner that he killed the second one, with a shot to the head. At the end of the entire event, he does manage to escape, and he posts a video stating that he only wants to protect the world from the metahuman threat, and he will continue to do so in secret. Now, Maxwell's powers are that of mind control that we've seen him use many times, and he can use them on one or many people, which we saw him do when he wiped out all of humanity's memories with the help of a device. He's also a great businessman with great business management skills, as well as being very skilled at deception. With him appearing in the Supergirl show, what does that mean for Supergirl? Will she have to find a way to beat him, and what kind of role will he play? Will he gain his mind control abilities and force her to do things that she doesn't want to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time right here at CTV.